YouTube and also social media lands. Welcome to an all-new video. This video we're going to be talking about a movie that just came out last Friday actually, a week ago today, and is a really awesome, amazing sequel that has been in the works for 6 years, and we finally got it. Can't wait to talk about this. It was so much fun, and it was just a really decent film. So we're going to get right into that. Before we do that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss on this video and the other videos I put up. As always, people, if you enjoy my content here on YouTube, definitely check out my other social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, where you pretty much post on a regular basis, so definitely check those out too. As always, people, let's get right into this! So welcome one and all to an all-new video. So like I was saying before, we talk about a movie that just came out last week and is a amazing sequel in the works that has been 6 years since we saw the first film. And that happens to be the film called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, yeah. So this film is supposedly the third film in a trilogy of films that's supposed to basically tell the conclusion of Wanda Maximoff's story. But also at the same time, this is the sequel to the 2016 Doctor Strange film as well. Now, a lot of people, I'm sure, going in were like, I have high expectations for this. It's been so long since we got, a Doctor Strange solo film and so forth like that, and stuff like that. And a lot of people, I don't think, were like, oh, they're going to make this all about Wanda again, type of deal. And when I kind of found out this was supposed to be kind of a part of that trilogy, I was kind of like, that's okay, but at the same time, I really wanted to really focus on Doctor Strange, and, this film did, but at the same time, it's just still, it's more of a Doctor Strange Wanda film, not really a Doctor Strange solo film, so I thought that was kind of interesting that Marvel decided to go that route. But overall, this film actually was really well done, and it was a decent film. It's not one of my favorite MCU films, but definitely wasn't bad, and it still was very enjoyable. Now, this film we have, once again, bringing to us a great director. Now, this director actually has directed Marvel type of films before, but this is his first time actually directing a film for the MCU. And then, of course, is a director known as Mr. Sam Raimi! Oh yeah! Sam Raimi! Woo! Sam Raimi! Yeah! Sam Raimi! Oh my god! So, of course, Sam Raimi you might recognize as the director from the Evil Dead films, Army of Darkness, Drag Me to Hell. He's directed a whole bunch of things over the years. Super huge horror icon, and just a really awesome director. Pretty much everything, I've seen of his is usually very enjoyable, and I always thought he brought a great comedic flair to them, and also had that really great knowledge of just horror-based type of films, and making it very entertaining. Now, like I was saying before, he has directed other Marvel properties, which was the other three first original Spider-Mans with Mr. Tobey Maguire. And, he really had an eye for superhero films even before, Marvel became as popular as it was. So, going into this film, I had high expectations for him, and I thought he delivered. I thought he did a good job, and I also, at the same time, I thought he could have brought a little better flavor into the film, and at the same time, I felt he could have made it a lot more like what Scott Derrickson did with the very first Doctor Strange as well. But it had very much a lot of his, Sam Raimi-isms in the film that made his film so popular. You could feel that when you saw this film. Now, another great film that he directed, if you haven't seen another Sam Raimi film, is a really great film that came in the early 90s. And actually, supposedly, is another sequel in the works that he's going to direct soon, is something recently confirmed. But this film that I'm talking about, like I said, is from 1990s and stars Liam Neeson. And it's called Darkman. Yeah, Darkman. Oh my god, Darkman is a fantastic, awesome, anti-superhero type of flick. It's super awesome, super fun, and has just a lot of great fun elements to it. For its time, its CGI and the makeup effects were really well done, and overall it just was a really fantastic anti-hero kind of superhero film that kind of rivals like a Kick-Ass film or, The Boys or something like that. That's what this type of film made me feel like, and it's just a really fantastic film. And if you want to see Sam Raimi's really great direction, definitely check out that film. If you haven't seen Darkman, definitely check it out. It's worth the watch to see Sam Raimi's great directing. But like I said, overall, I thought he did a good job with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I thought he gave us something different. I thought he gave us something fun. And overall, I thought he did a really decent job. If you haven't seen anything that Sam Raimi's done, definitely go check out Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness now for his directing abilities. So this movie has a really great cast. Once again, we have several people returning from the first film, and also people that have been a part of the MCU that just kind of collect into this awesome film. We get introduced to a new, amazing Marvel character that we had not seen in anything before too as well, and overall, just a really amazing cast. So to start us off is none other than Doctor Strange himself, Mr. Benedict Cumberbatch! Oh yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch! Woo! Get it back! Benedict! So Benedict Cumberbatch, you might recognize from recently, films that were nominated for Best Picture, nominated for Best Actor and stuff like that. Such as the films like Wag the Dog, or not Wag the Dog, what is it called? War of the Dog, something like that, something dog. That he did for Netflix. It came on, was directed by the director who directed The Piano. You might recognize him, of course, from the Sherlock Holmes BBC series. You might recognize him from The Imitation Game and so forth. And he just recently hosted SNL as well. But Benedict Cumberbatch is an awesome director, an awesome guy, and just a really amazing talent. And pretty much anything he's ever in, I always enjoy him, and I think he does an amazing job. And when he first became Doctor Strange, I fell and automatically in love with his interpretation of Doctor Strange, and absolutely loved it, and thought he did such a fantastic job. And he did the same in this film and such subsequent films that he's been in as Doctor Strange. Now, another great film he was in that I really enjoyed him in, he plays a bad guy, is a great film in the new Star Trek series that J.J. Abrams did, called Star Trek Into the Darkness. Yeah, Into the Darkness. Star Trek, yeah. His interpretation of Khan was really fantastic. I loved the different take they took for it to keep it different from the version in the 1982 version. I like that, he made himself different, that they emphasized more of who Khan was, gave him more of a backstory and all this stuff, and I thought Benedict did a great job of bringing that interpretation to life and just gave this really great performance. I actually just recently watched it a couple days ago, and I forgot how amazing of a film it was, and he just was so fantastic. If you're looking for something else to see Benedict Cumberbatch in, definitely check out Star Trek Into the Darkness. He was fantastic in it as Khan. But overall, I really enjoyed him. I love his interactions with everyone in the film. I thought he brought a great, comedic vibe to a lot of the different Stranges he had to portray in the film, from Zombie Strange to Sinister Strange and so forth. And overall, I thought he just did a really fantastic job and gave us this really great performance. If you haven't seen Benedict in anything, definitely check him out in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. He was fantastic. So the next actor I like to talk about, or actress I like to say, that was in this film is none other than an MCU staple that has been with us since Age of Ultron. She's an amazing actress who I always enjoy seeing in things. And that, of course, is Miss Elizabeth Olsen! Oh yeah, Elizabeth Olsen! Woo! Elizabeth Olsen! Yeah! Elizabeth Olsen. Woo! She is so gorgeous. Wow. Huge crush on her. But also, she's such a fantastic actress. She's so much fun. She's so awesome, and she has done a lot of great films over the years. I mean, you might recognize her from, of course, Wind River. You might recognize her as Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's younger sister. You might recognize her from a few other things over the years that she's done, and she's just a really fantastic actress. She can do anything. She can do drama. She can do comedy. She can do all kinds of different things, and she really brought that to the forefront in this film. I mean, all the different expressions she expressed, the transformation of Wanda in this film, she just really did an amazing job, and I was really impressed with it. And I really enjoyed her and what she did with the character in this film. Now, another great film she was in that I really enjoyed, and is a remake of a Korean film that came out back in the early 2000s. And that is a film called Old Boy. Yeah! Old Boy. Yeah, this movie is fantastic, and she was super fantastic in it. And her interpretation of that same character from the original from the early 2000s, she did a really great job. I thought I enjoyed her character. I enjoyed her reaction and everything, and how she delivered her lines and just how she reacted to all the different actors in the film. Her chemistry with Josh Brolin worked really well, and overall I just thought it was a really impressive performance, and also just a really great character that she brought to life and gave us this really great just overall impression and like feeling you know this girl, and I thought it was just really well done. If you haven't seen Elizabeth Olsen or anything, definitely check out an Oldboy. She was really fantastic in it, and just overall, Oldboy is a really pretty decent movie. I thought I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. But overall, like I said, I really enjoyed Elizabeth Olsen in this as Wanda. I thought she did a great job. I love how she really differentiated herself from being Wanda Maximoff to being the Scarlet Witch. I liked how she took it to a whole new level and gave us so many different expressions throughout the whole entire film. And overall, just a really great performance. If you haven't seen Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, definitely check it out for Elizabeth Olsen. She was fantastic in it. So that brings me to the final actor I'd like to talk about that was in this film. And that is none other than the Sorcerer Supreme himself, Mr. Benedict Wong. Oh yeah, Benedict Wong, woo, Benedict Wong, yeah, Benedict Wong. So Benedict Wong is awesome. He's amazing. He's so much fun. I mean, he's been in several things over the years, but he's most notably known for being Wong in the Multiverse of Madness and the MCU altogether and stuff like that. And he's just a fun, awesome actor that's just really enjoyable. He actually was in a TV series for Sci-Fi called Deadly Class, which you might recognize him from, which was a pretty decent series, which I was surprised it got canceled after one season. But overall, Benedict Wong is just a really amazing actor. He's great at comedy, he's great at drama, he's great at action, and overall, he's just a really enjoyable actor. Now, another film that he was in that I really enjoyed him in, and I actually forgot he was in the film, is a great film that I thought was really enjoyable, really awesome, really well done, and I don't think this film gets enough credit for how fun it was. And that, of course, is a film called Gemini Man. Yeah, Gemini Man. Yeah, this is an awesome Will Smith film. Even if if you're against the slap or with the slap or whatever, this is still a really fantastic film, and Will Smith was really awesome in it. But Benedict Wong plays kind of a side character in the film that's kind of like an associate of Will Smith's character, and he's really awesome. And he just brings a lot of great comedy, a lot of great just like fun exclusivity to the character, and all kinds of cool stuff that he just brings to it and has fun with. And is just a really enjoyable character, and he worked really well with everyone in the film. And I just really enjoyed his character in the film. If you haven't seen Gemini Man, definitely check it out for Benedict's performance. He was really good in the film. But overall, I really enjoyed Wong in this film. I thought he was fantastic. I thought he did a great job. I know he didn't get as much screen time as I wish he would have gotten, but still his screen time was very awesome and very well done and made you excited and want more from Benedict Wong. And I just thought that he really delivered and gave us more of who Wong has become now as the Sorcerer Supreme, and how much he's changed from what we saw him in, when we first saw him in the first Doctor Strange. Really impressive with the evolution of this character, and overall, really great performance by Benedict. If you haven't seen Benedict Wong in anything, definitely check him out in Multiverse of Madness. He was really fantastic. So what is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness about? Basically, this time around, Doctor Strange now, after dealing with the multiverse and Spider-Man No Way Home, this time he has to deal with a new character that he comes across that has the ability to jump across multiversal lines. And basically, he has to save this character from basically being taken out by Wanda Maximoff because she wants to use and extract the powers from America Chavez so that she can go and be with her fake children. And basically the film's about, Doctor Strange trying to stop Wanda from taking over the world, basically. And, Wanda is basically the main villain of the film. But this film was just so well done, so fun, really enjoyable. There could have been better things to it. I wish Scott Derrickson had stayed and made this film as well. But I thought, like I said, Sam Raimi did a good job. Overall, it was really fun. I enjoyed, the introduction to America Chavez. Beautifully brought to life by Exaltol Gamarez, I believe her name is. I can't remember exactly. She has such an interesting name. It's very hard to pronounce. But I thought she did a good job. I love that they brought Rachel McAdams back as her character. That she was fun. I mean, there was a lot of great scenes in this film, and I mean, especially the Illuminati scene. This whole section of the film was really fantastic. We saw Mordo there. We saw Professor Xavier. We got to see a new version of Captain Marvel, who was portrayed by Monica Rambeau's mother, Marie Rambeau. We got Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards. We got, so many great characters, Captain Carter, etc., and so forth. So many great things happen through this movie. Lots of great scenes. I love the Gargantuan scene where, they're fighting Gargantuan. I mean, there was a lot of great scenes between Wanda and her multiversal self, which really brought a lot of greatness to the story. We got lots of great other action sequences when Wanda's coming to Tamaj Guy and to overtake it to get America Chavez. We got a great scene of America Chavez learning how to use her powers and stuff like that. I mean, there's so many great things in this film that were just so enjoyable and so fun, and overall just made a great film. This one I give 8 out of 10 Golden Movie Boxes up for this film. It's not a perfect 10 for me, like I said, because I feel there were some things lacking that could have made it a little better. I wish they hadn't cut out as much of the movie as they did, because Raimi has come out and said that he's actually cut out like 40 minutes of the film. So I wish they had kept it in there to make it make a little more sense. I'm sure there's parts where people are kind of like, that's, I'm not sure about that. Why doesn't that make sense and stuff like that? So I definitely wish they had done that and kept it that 2 hour and 40 mark that originally it should have been. Also, great hops to the extra scenes, to the post-credit scenes in this film. One of them is just really nonsensical. The other one, it introduces another new character. If you have not seen the film, I will not tell you who it was. I'll let you see it for yourself. But it is a really fantastic little post-credit scene that's interesting and fun, and I really look forward to seeing where that character goes. But overall, really fun film, really enjoyable, and definitely a must-see. Go check it out now in theaters. Really worth the watch. So that's it for this movie review, guys. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for liking, also thank you for subscribing. And if this is your first time here, or you have been here before, don't forget to check out any older new videos you might not have seen mine yet. And as always, people, if you enjoy my content here on YouTube and want to show support, definitely check out my links down below. Either from my Patreon page, where I give extras to my amazing patrons, where they get outtakes, bloopers, all kinds of cool stuff like that. Definitely check that out. Or if you're a huge horror fan, which this is kind of a horror type of deal film going on here with Sam Raimi as the director, check out the Horror Pack, which is a great subscription service that sends you great horror films of a randomness to your door every month for a great low price. So definitely check that out too. As always, people, catch you in the next one.